Hey, this is Bellisimo, and I cannot believe I am actually doing this video when I am, it's been, it has been 9 months since I got my hair done, and I know I'm supposed to be at home right now doing my, Instagram, Facebook, and I'm like, it's been 9 months since I got my hair done, and so my hairdresser, Rachael, she does such a great job. People have been asking me, oh my God, did you get your hair done before? It's been 9 months. She's amazing. And so I'm going to put her link down because she's great. You got to take your temperature. Like, they're so good about when you go in, and it's a by appointment only. So look at this little flap. So let's just talk about your crown. And since we're doing crown work today, and why the crown is so important. So here's the deal. I want you to be aware, what you feel. What that means is if you are around someone and if they're saying one thing, they're talking, but you feel off, you feel anxious for some reason. When you start to feel anxious or off when you're talking to someone, it all may sound so good. However, what is happening is there is an energy in the space. And when there is an energy in the space, we start to kind of get it on our crown. It starts to move around us. We could even feel it in our neck. And it's called channeling. And what channeling is like if you ever think about someone and soon you feel like there is a worry, like you're trying to resolve some problem. And when we think about people, their residue, kind of their energy comes into us. It comes into our crown. It comes into our neck. And then you kind of look like this, like I'm looking right now. I can't believe I'm kind of doing this. But I'm like committed to doing my 1 o'clock. And so when that energy comes in, we start to have this residue around us. It's like we're a light bulb, typically, if we have our own energy in our body. And we're like the sun, filled with life, enthusiasm. But when we get other people's energy in us, on us, we start to feel down. We're not sure why. We may feel anxious. Or we feel, like we've got to solve or resolve somebody else's problem. Have you ever had where, somebody's on the phone with you talking about their problem, and then at night, you wake up at night because you're stressed about their problem, and their problem starts to live in you. And so, so this is where you see the halos typically around maybe saints or in the Bible or even on angels. The crown. So I'm getting my crown done today by Rachael de la Montaña. Getting my crown done. And because when you get your crown done, when you put the gold around your crown, what it does is it protects you from absorbing the residue of other people. It protects where you are not going to be starting to solve their problems. Because kind of think about, you walk into an environment and, you felt great going in, or you're talking to that friend and somehow you feel off, your day starts to turn around, it's not good, and that's why someone just stepped into your crown. And then you don't own your crown. So when you can imagine owning your crown, putting the crown on your head, so I got my silver crown on today, right? And when you put that crown on your head, what you're saying then is, you're not going to solve anyone's problem. You're not going to allow other people, their residue to come into you and absorb that. And then you can be connected to the sun, kind of, that's the halo around you. And if you're connected to that, then you are the light. And you will not be absorbing, other people's problems. So in this next 2 months, this is what I've been saying. Somebody sent me a video of people fighting in the streets of San Francisco, like all these people. And I'm like, that's happening people are even going more crazy because, all these energies from other people are coming into people. So if you don't protect your crown, you're going down. So that is why we ground, and I'm sent outside, as she's cutting somebody's hair. We ground and we own our friends. And so, how do you like my crown today? It looks like I have a helmet on. So the tool is first identify this. Identify when you start feeling off, when you feel anxious, or something's going wrong. And notice, what is the feeling? How do I feel? And then based on that feeling, guess what? We have this automatic response or reaction of, okay, now I got something in my eye. I'm not supposed to be touching. Okay, I'm not supposed to be touching myself. So then we have this automatic response of, I'm really angry, or I start to shut down, or I start to, you start to please. You go into those four automatic responses of survival. So the first thing that happens is you're around someone. You're doing great. You have the sun on your head, and now you're around someone. Now you start to feel something. You'll feel it in your stomach. Maybe your stomach blows up, and then that feeling makes you have a reaction. And the reaction is maybe start yelling at people. Maybe you start to just shut down, and maybe you're pleasing, maybe you're OCDing. So notice that, because that means someone just owns your crown. Some other energy is on your crown, like, this is why I'm sealing my crown. It's been 9 months. You know what, I have to say, let me just say, most hairdressers are touching people's crown, and my hairdresser doesn't agree with me. So you're touching people's crown. On the crown is where we have our spiritual energy. This is where we get source, or other energy comes through it. And everyone channels. Channeling means that, we think of someone and then their energy comes into our space. Or, even spirits that come into our space. So you want to be very conscious who touches your crown. And you want to make sure that, you always put your crown on. Look at my wonderful crown. It's like a helmet. Looks like, remember that Jetsons, that little guy in the spacesuit? So, set your crown. Imagine a crown on your head. Set it at, today mine's silver. And have that gold kind of aura around your crown. And then, set it at that you are connected to your light. You own your crown. You're connected to the light. You are filled with the gold.